welcome to the 80sist, the podcast that uses your votes to determine the most totally 80s song ever to be played by a tiny rural marching band for a majorette fire-twirling halftime performance. And in Cleveland, I'm your host, Keith Marsteller, and joining me, as always, from Seattle, Washington, it's the creator of the 80sist, my longtime friend and my co-host. And he got his start in broadcasting by doing morning announcements for our high school in the 1980s. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Joe Walk. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Keith. So, since today is the start of round 3, I thought it might be fun to take turns naming our favorite pop culture threes.
Oh, all right. I'm not entirely sure what you might mean
so
by that.
For example, Three's Company.
Right. Okay, got it. Well, obviously, 3 men and a baby.
That's it. 3 coins in a fountain.
Oh, I fucking love 310 to Yuma.
3 is a magic number.
All right. Okay, wait. Rocky 3. Yes.
There you go. Oh, 3 Amigos.
Oh, hell yeah. Good one. Obviously, 3 Days of the Condor. That's a good one.
I like it, okay. 3 Ninjas Kick Back.
Ooh, that's obscure. That's an obscure one.
My favorite of the series.
Oh, wait. I've got the best one so far. X-Men 3, X-Men United.
Okay, what the fuck?
What?
Keith, this is supposed to be our favorite threes.
And?
X-Men 3 is nobody's favorite.
You're right. I ran out of ideas.
You ruined it!
I'm so sorry. And that's how you open a show, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do that.
That's it. That movie, by the way, it blows. It blows so bad.
Is that original X-Men? Like, that's like the Patrick Stewart X-Men?
Yeah. That's the third one where they try to do... They try to do...
Is that the one where what's-her-name kind of becomes...
It's Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, yeah.
But then they also tried to shoe in a story from early in Joss Whedon's run on Astonishing X-Men, or it was just a
mess,
man.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember it much because I only saw it the one time. You know, very similar to a one that was not mentioned in here, Spider-Man 3 from the original trilogy. Man, they really nailed those first 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
Ouch.
It was not good.
Well, not speaking of threes. We are in round 3. You're right. Yeah. Welcome back to the 80sist, everyone.
Welcome back.
Today it's our 52nd show of Side B. And we're down to our last 4 songs in the band's region. So we're going to discuss the only 2 matchups that we have in this third round.
It's all we got.
Regional Final Four, as we call it, or Sweet 16. Overall, Sweet 16 of the bracket, as we call it. And so, let's break down both of these matchups. We'll start with the first one with the tail of the tape. Fight!
2 songs enter. 1 song leaves.
Oh, it's the tail of the tape. He's out!
All right, this first matchup starts with number 12 seed Word Up by Cameo, which was a huge hit in 1986, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. To make the third round, Cameo beat down 4 seed Broken Wings by Mr. Mister, destroying them with 71% of the vote.
In fact, breaking Mr. Mister's wings, probably, in the process. Damn, Cameo. They fight dirty.
Mr. Mister flew too close to the sun.
Well, who will Cameo play? That's a big upset, having a 12 seed in the regional Final Four. This is bigger. 16 seed. Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung was also popular in 1986, Joe, hitting number 2 on the Hot 100, just behind Cameo.
Wang what?
Tell me what a Wang Chung is. Anyway, now to arrive here in the third round, everybody have fun tonight. Slipped past Ready for the World, who was not ready for Wang Chung, as
I see what you did there.
Everybody have fun tonight beat their 8 seed Sheila 56-44. Respectable showing for Sheila. But what we're looking at here is a 12 and a 16 advancing.
Wow.
So one of these low-ranked, high-numbered seeds is going to move forward to challenge for the regional crown next week. So, woo. But before that happens, we have to choose which one it is.
We do.
So let's listen to a little bit of Word Up. Oh, yeah. Just let it wash over you, Joe.
I'm bathing in it currently. All right, I'm going to jump to the end of the song to give people an extended taste. Wow, that is a really fucking 80s song, Joe. It is.
But
it is,
yeah,
it's one of the 80s lists.
It's one of them. It's in the Sweet 16 for a reason.
Yep.
And now let's get a 2-minute front and back end taste of Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung.
Drive a million miles to be with you tonight. So if you're feeling love, turn up your radio. The words we use are strong, they make reality. But now the music's on. Well, baby, dance with me. Yeah.
Everybody have fun tonight.
Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Everybody have fun.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is big 80s right here. have fun. All right, so there's a big taste of both of those songs. And now the next thing we need to do is review where these came from. And does Christopher Cross ever reply to your love letters, Joe?
I don't know what that was, Keith, but it wasn't music. All right, number 12 seed Word Up comes in with 92 points. 34 of them from me, and Keith, you ranked at 58, so dual responsibility, but slightly more me.
Yeah, 24 higher. Well, I'll give you credit for this one for sure. It slipped into my top 64 at 58. Meanwhile, Everybody Have Fun Tonight, due to some of our weird machinations of matchups and pulling things from other regions. Anyway, this 16 seed had 52 points. So it's actually better rated than the 12 for political reasons. Anyway, who knows? I know in the next time we do this, we're going
Trump.
We're going straight math next time. Because anyway, this one's got 37 from you. So almost in the top half of your stuff, and 15 from me. So I had a pretty high opinion of this one before we started this tournament. Joint responsibility, but in this case, about 22 difference once again, and this time in my favor. So we got one that's slightly more your fault and one that's slightly more my fault. And, at this point, at this stage, throw out the seeds. It doesn't really matter, the 12 and the 16 they've gotten here, but which ones will advance? First, though, I'd like to know, do you like these songs, Joe?
That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it.
Keith, I love this song.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That's the way it has to be, 'cause that's the way I like it.
All right, Joe, Word Up. Talk to me.
I like Word Up.
Yeah.
I like Word Up.
I feel
It's a fun song. I had a lot of fun with it. I like it. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because I just love doing that. Ow, like there's something about it. Again, it's not a song I seek out.
No.
But when it's on, I'm like, yeah, I travel back in time for a bit and play around with it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Everybody Have Fun Tonight? How do you feel about that?
Everybody have fun tonight. As the tournament wears on, Everybody have fun tonight grows on me more and more. Like, I would have given it a kind of an average rating of a high 80s-ness rating, but I'm starting to like it more. I appreciate this song more than I did before the tournament started. What about you? Where do you come out on Wang Chung here?
I don't know. I have a great deal of nostalgia for this song. This song was, so woven into the tapestry of 1986 and everything. But I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
That's fair.
I'm confused. It's growing on you. I don't know what it's doing to me.
It's caused a urinary tract infection in you. It seems from the uncomfortable look that you have.
I need to drink some cranberry juice.
Some cran apple going.
Oh,
man. All right. So we've got
Straight up cranberry,
a couple of likes on the first one, and then a like, and I'm not even sure how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But you can't escape the song because of when it was and where it was. Well, let's talk about these songs for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right, fight on it.
All right, and so we've got Word Up. We've got Everybody Have Fun Tonight.
Yeah.
Before, I usually would like to hear your thoughts first, but I just want to point out this weird anomaly that the last four songs in the movie region were 1986, and the first two tonight are from 1986.
What is up with that year?
So the first 6 songs of the Sweet 16 that we've revealed are all from 1986. It's fucking crazy.
can't escape this year.
I know. Anyway, so these two songs, Joe.
Yeah.
Do you have something you are burning with desire to say here about to make a case for one or the other, and I'll pick up the mantle for the other one if you want to say.
Well, I don't know because coming into this, I am not sure what I'm going to pick. This is not one that I have a leaning coming in.
Okay.
Word Up is haunting to me. I mean, like bits of it have definitely stayed in my head.
Yeah.
W-O-R-D. There you go.
Ow. Yeah.
And the music in it, the instrumentation and everything to me seems like it is very 1986. I don't think you could take this song out of the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it's very clearly a product of its time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And that red cod piece has left an impression on me. You and I had not seen this video.
No.
And then in this video and every television appearance I could find of the lead singer of Cameo's wearing that red cod piece.
It is a statement.
It really is.
But here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Because after we were both bopping around to Word Up and getting into it and hearing the 80s-ness of it, I'm listening to Everybody Have Fun Tonight, and I'm like, okay, what is it? Like, what specific things in it, besides the fact that it was so big that year, what is it about the song itself that is super 80s?
Yeah.
So tell me.
All right. Well, when I did the drop at the end, I can't remember where I dropped it, but maybe somewhere like... Okay, so the synth in this
Right.
is insane, right?
Yeah.
And then this break. And this bouncy pop sound, right? So yeah, it's the sound, it's their look in the video. It's the weird fucking video with all that epilepsy-causing editing.
Right.
Very avant-garde there. So yeah, I think it's the sound. It's a very different sound from Cameo's Word Up. But I mean, it is definitely bathed in the synthesizer, and it is not as heavily produced, I don't think, as Word Up though.
Right.
But
See,
yeah,
I was thinking, I was listening to the song, and I'm like, did we miss the boat on this? Should we have put Dance Hall Days in instead?
Oh.
Does that sound more 80s? Is it just a matter that this is the wrong Wang Chung song?
I happen to have Dance Hall Days sitting around here.
Nice.
Well, let me jump into the chorus of this, shall I?
We were so in phase in a dance all days.
And this was the whole, we were cool on Christ.
Yeah.
That it wasn't. It was craze.
When
I mean, this is a great song.
Yeah.
And it has a little synth in the background of it. It does have that fun little groove there.
Yeah. That groove and the general sound of that, to me, are pretty 80s. I don't know.
You're not feeling that Wang Chung has enough 80s for you.
I'm not feeling necessarily that Everybody Have Fun Tonight has enough 80s for me.
I mean,
again, I think the cultural footprint was bigger than Word Up.
The idea that they came out and in their lyrics made the name of their band into a verb that meant have fun was kind of a thing that we were all into back then. Like, everybody knew about that at that point. Now
that's true. Although I'll point out, we didn't go up to each other and say, "Oh, hey, all right, Wang Chung, I'm gonna catch you later."
No, it would be like a punchline or something like everybody Wang Chung tonight, whatever, just some throwaway joke that you would say that, and then you looked like an idiot. I will point out that Word Up was actually a larger hit. It was a number one. Everybody Have Fun Tonight was a 2. So
There's that.
there's that, yeah. Word Up by Cameo. Cameo was a big band prior to the 80s and leading up, but we just didn't know their stuff.
Right.
This was like our introduction to them.
Right.
And Wang Chung was Wang Chung before it was Wang Chung. And we
Right.
didn't know them before that particularly well. So, yeah, there's not like a big, like, well, this band is way bigger, because,
Right.
Wang Chung had a few hits. I can't name another Cameo song.
I can't either.
But as we've proven time and again, one-hit wonders are just as 80s as hits from established bands, sometimes more so.
Yeah.
When somebody...
And again, as you've said, Cameo was established, just not for white kids in rural Ohio.
That's right. There might be plenty of listeners who grew up elsewhere who were like, what are you talking about? I know tons of Cameo songs.
Right.
We didn't. On Hot FM 101, this is the only one they play.
God damn it, AC.
Ooh, so what do you, have you kind of talked yourself into a direction here?
I think so. Are you ready?
I think I need a full set of bongos to decide.
All right. Bongo it up.
But in this case, it is a favorite that's even. So you'll get to go first. So, Joseph, where is your vote going?
I think I gotta go with Word Up.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Word Up and Cameo. Again, Everybody Have Fun Tonight. It has its 80s cred. I'm feeling Word Up more at this moment. How about you?
Well, before this tournament started, I ranked Everybody Have Fun Tonight 43 points higher on my scale of 80s songs. But tonight, I also vote for Word Up. Just something about the sing-along ability of it.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, it was more a song that stuck with us that we would sing along to. I don't know. There is that intangible, but again,
just from our reaction when you played the
two
sections of the songs
tonight.
that you played, we
Yeah.
were both
We were
danced all
both-
over the place to Word Up. Not quite so much to Everybody Have Fun.
Not quite as much, yeah. Even though it has its spot, and I think we're to the point in the tournament where I can see a path to a vote for and to a victory for either one of these songs. And I'm not going to be upset if Everybody Have Fun Tonight advances, because it deserves to be here. So
Absolutely.
so that's where we're going here. Going for WORD Up. Just a feeling. No real
All right.
data that I can produce for why. But that's all right.
Going
and
their
now-
guts on this. Their guts.
And so let's go and smash this second matchup.
Do it.
With a quick tale of the tape. Fight!
2 songs enter. 1 song leaves.
All right. 2 songs.
Matchup
one
number
song
2 starts with the 2 seed Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House, which is the third song in this Final Four from 1986.
Wow.
What? Crazy. And it charted at number 2 that year. To survive and advance this far, Crowded House's latest victim was Pretty Poison and their infectious 10 seed Catch Me I'm Falling, with Crowded House securing 63%
Okay.
of the vote.
Pretty solid victory. Not a complete trouncing, but a definite result. Well, folks, what is the final four song from this region? It is 6 seed. What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy by Information Society. And that song's from 1988. We finally got out of
damn it.
Finally got out in 1986. And this song charted for an incredible 6 months, but peaked at 3. And to arrive here, it beat the ever-loving shit out of Poor Dream Academy and their strong 3 seed, a song we both love, Life in a Northern Town,
They deserve better.
with a spleen-rupturing total of 78% of the vote over the 3 seed, Joe.
Damn.
So the only song that should be here in terms of seeding is Don't Dream It's Over. Because the hypothetical final four would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And all we've got
right.
left is the 2. Everyone
It
else
is the Goliath among Davids.
That's right. Everyone else here is an upset special. So there you go. Don't Dream It's Over. What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy. And we'll start with a little Crowded House.
There is freedom within. There is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead. Many battles are lost, but you never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win.
All right. A quick jump to the end.
Feeling of liberation and release. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. No, they won't win. Don't let them win.
All right. That's 2 seed. A Crowded House. Don't Dream It's Over. And now we'll go back to back with What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy.
It's worked so far, but we're not out yet.
I wanna know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Pure energy. Pure energy.
Wow. I mean, this intro. Jesus, man.
Here I am in silence, looking round without a clue. I find myself alone again, all alone with you. I can see behind your eyes the things that I don't know. If you hide away from me, how can our love grow? I wanna know what you're thinking. There are some things you can't hide. I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
All right. And a few more seconds from the.
Pure energy. Pure
All right. Well, that is its time is up, and there you go. That is a little bit of both of those.
Okay.
And let's find out how each of these, let's review how these songs got here.
Constantly yelling, Steely Dan rules is not a musical identity, Joe.
To be frank, I'd rather listen to the death rattle of a puppy.
Oh, man.
All right. Number 2 seed, Don't Dream It's Over, comes in with 40 points. I had it ranked at number 2, so real high up on my list.
That's a big one.
You had it ranked at 38. Joint responsibility, but mostly me.
Yes, that's a big one. Number 2. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, similarly, but inversely, What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy, came in with 68 points. 65 of those, though, are from Joe for not ranking it. And 3. This was my number 3 song. So this is 100% my responsibility. So we've got one of your high ones against one of my high ones.
That's right.
So, well, I've got a proposal when we get to the arguments, but let's find out if we like these songs or not. I gotta be honest, this song fucking blows, Joe. All right, Joe. Well, it seems to be. I don't need to ask, but I'd like to hear what you say about it. How you feel about "Don't Dream It's Over"?
I think it's one of the best songs of the 80s. I am a big fan of this song. I love it. How about you?
Well, I didn't rank it super high, but I did rank it, and because I think it's very, moderately 80s, but I fucking love the song itself.
Yeah.
Again, I 100% agree with you. It's one of the best songs of the 80s. It's a great, it's one of those songs you listen to. It has a little gravitas to it, right? I've always really enjoyed the lyrics to it. So, yeah.
I don't need to ask how you feel about Pure Energy.
That song fucking it rocks, man. This song is not one you want to listen to think about a girl or anything like that, but dance wise or kind of like rocking out wise, playing those electric drums. I definitely dig it in that sense. Yeah. But what about you? I'm guessing maybe the opposite.
No. I like it. I think over the course of the tournament, it's grown on me. I think we said before, I did not know the song in the 80s, but you put it on an 80s
That's right.
mix,
it's a tape that
a CD for me.
Yeah.
You sent me. Yeah. So I like it. I like it a lot.
All right. Okay. I was hoping it wasn't annoying you while we were playing it there.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So that's what we've got. These are liked songs. These are popular songs from the decade. Yeah. And they're both extremely 80s. So let's give ourselves a little bit of time to argue over them.
All right, put on it.
Can you answer?
Okay, so I was going to propose, because Don't Dream It's Over is a number 2 for you, and What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy, is a number 3 for me, that we switch positions, and we, if one is to assume that we're both going to kind of stick to our highly rated songs, which isn't that terrible of an assumption, let's argue for the other guy's song then. All right. Would you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, What's on Your Mind is pure electronica. I mean, it's so it's got so much artificial sound in there. It's got samples. It's got that beat. It is just 100% overproduced, and it's got. I mean, it's got that driving rhythm. I mean, it's called Pure Energy, and it is pure energy.
And it delivers. Yes.
Yeah. It follows through on its promise.
Yeah.
I mean, also, Star Trek was huge in the 80s. So if you were a nerd in the 80s, you were into Star Trek.
That's true, and they got a couple of different samples, or 3 or 4 different samples.
Right.
You got DeForest Kelley at the beginning. You got Leonard Nimoy all over the place.
Yeah.
And then there's the actor we couldn't identify, the Destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an incredibly 80s song.
Well, Don't Dream It's Over is super 80s, and I'm guessing you and I both have kind of an experiential vibe with that one from listening to it. You know, it's that time of our lives when we were starting to, have girlfriends, or at least have girls we would have liked to have been our girlfriends. And this was kind of a romantic-ish, it's in that, I don't think of it as a ballad, but maybe it is.
I mean, it's not super ballady. It's a slow song.
It's
but
a
it's
slow
not like
song. Yeah, it's not like a Peter Cetera ballad or anything.
Oh God!
But it's done it's got synth all throughout, and it's one of these. This is the classic battle of the tastefully done song against the, they threw everything that the fucking Korg or DX7 would do. Like in Pure Energy, they went through the manual and did every fucking thing the thing would do.
Right.
And Don't Dream It's Over, it's this kind of like almost electric piano-y sound. And it's super subtle.
They've got that organ sounding thing.
Organ
at the
sound,
end that came
right,
in.
right. But it's got some of the best lyrics of the 80s. I've always loved the line about trying to catch the deluge in a paper cup. Everyone's kind of maybe felt that way sometimes when they're overwhelmed with something. And great lyrics, great vocal tone from the singers in this song.
It's also, I mean, it's I don't know, it's got an optimism to it that I love. I mean, it's
Don't Dream.
It sounds sad, but it's incredibly optimistic.
I agree with that as well. And it so it's got a good sound, it's got a good message, it's got great lyrics, and it happened at a time for us where it really struck emotionally. Like, I don't have an emotional attachment to Pure Energy, right? I mean, I just don't.
Well, you know how. So you've talked about songs where it takes you back to a specific moment, and you remember specifically listening to the song.
A couple of them.
And this song is like that for me. It was 86, and my sister was driving. We were going to a party, I think, like a theater party.
Oh yeah.
After some show, and I remember this song coming on, and. I was not big on going to big parties. I was, very shy, and I got, all in my head at parties and stuff. But
right, like, do I go talk to this girl, or do I go stand over here and wait for her to come talk to me? I don't want to bother her.
The answer is clearly I don't go talk to her, but that's another story.
Right, that's therapy for another day. Yeah,
this song definitely has a role in my 80s. And takes me right back there.
Yes. And this song is on a few of my playlists, whereas What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy, is on a running playlist for me.
Yeah.
But it's not on any of my, more contemplative playlists, right? Like
it's not a contemplative song, man.
Right.
There's no contemplation happening there.
And so... I think we probably both know where we're headed, though, at this point. And now you had to go first on the last one. I'd be happy to take that. This is also both even seeds. I'd be happy to go first if you would like.
I got it.
You got it? All right. Well, a few bongos and I'll fade them out, and you can. Joe, what say ye?
Let me talk you through this millionaire style.
Yeah, love to hear it.
You may have seen when you played "Don't Dream It's Over." My head was down, eyes closed. I'm listening very, very carefully, and what I'm listening for there is what about this song? Because I knew what was coming. I knew What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy was coming, and I'm like, okay, what about this? What about this Crowded House song? Can I latch on to push it over the edge for me, because it's where my heart is.
Yeah.
And What's on Your Mind just has so much that production. I'm going with What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy. And I apologize to my wife, who likes Crowded House so much.
I get it though, dude. You and I both love Crowded House. We've said it before. We'll say it again. It's true. And I don't think I know another Information Society song. I think there's one, and that was a minor hit. But that doesn't matter. You know me, I go for that shiny object, for that crazy production, and I have to vote for What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy. It struck me as one of the most 80s songs I could think of when we started this show, and I went to put it on my list on side A and realized it was much later, saved it for side B, and it was my number 3. And I still, as much as I love Crowded House and Don't Dream It's Over, and as big as that one was in my life, I'm staying with What's on Your Mind, Pure Energy.
I get it.
But I also feel like this one could be a very close one because there's a lot of Crowded House folks, and there's a lot of people that like that more subtle production.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to take a guess as
on
to where
a different
Denny's
day,
going?
I might like it too. I might vote for that too. I like it all the time, but on a different day, that might have got my vote. But today, it's Pure Energy. What's on your mind? But hey, if you want to vote, no matter which you want to vote for, do that. Go to our Substack. It's the 80zest.substack.com, and tell us what's on your mind.
That would be great.
Pure Energy. You can also find us on social media by searching for the 80zest podcast on your finer social media platforms.
That's right. We're trying to find a social media platform not owned by an oligarch. And so
Tough one these days.
I'm sorry, broligarch is the new word. So. But anyway, you can also find us on all the podcast providers, Apple, Google, and of course, Spotify. The place where our region playlists live, the ones that are embedded in each post that you love so much. And so just search for the 80s-est, and you will find us on all these places. We'd love when you click buttons in our favor when that happens. We get
liking, subscribing.
our self-worth starts
adoring.
rising. Yes, we love
Is there
that.
an adore button?
Oh, we should add an adore button on.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I adore these guys.
I can make a one option poll on our on our Substack. But the only option is, how do you feel about the 80s-est? And then the only option is adore. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, man. Well, that's going to be all the time for today's show. I'm excited to see how Denny votes on this last matchup, by the way. What do you think?
I think I know where he's going.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you tell me after we come off the air, and we'll see what we think. But that's all the time for today's show, if I could say that sentence. And join us next time on the 80s-est when we're going to do the final 2 matchups, the final of the hair metal first round, because it'll be Friday, and we need to, we're getting to that point where we really need to create space to vote for stuff, to let these votes pile up. So more hair metal coming to you very soon.
Yeah.
Until then, on behalf of Joe Walk, this is Keith Marsteller saying, hey, Joe, so we grew up in the country, right? You don't...
Well, I mean, I know you came from the booming metropolis of Niles originally, but yeah, the place we spent our tween and teen years was exceptionally rural.
Now, there are a lot of stereotypes surrounding rural folks. Do you feel like there was any inbreeding going on in our community, Joe?
Oh, God. I mean, probably not literally. I mean, there were some folks we went to school with who made me wonder.
Do you remember any siblings who were given the same names?
I mean, not off the top of my head, but we had some pretty strange names. We had a Dodie, Keith.
Well, sure, I was actually pals with Dodie. She was in my class, yeah. But I've never known another one, though.
No.
Joe, let me see if you remember this. Now, without saying their surname, okay? Mm-hmm. There were brothers who went to our school, and one was named Bobby, and the other was named Robbie. Do you remember that?
I do, in fact. They were in my class, both of them.
Yeah, really nice guys, both of them. I liked both of them. But
they were great.
Yeah. Does that remind you of anyone in television who had 2 brothers with the same first name?
Oh my God. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl.
Exactly, dude. We lived in Newhart.
If only I could have woken up with my hot wife and had high school be all a bad dream.
Well, that one didn't work out. But maybe this shitty podcast is just a bad dream, Joe.
Oh, if only.
Newhart.
Indeed.
You watched Newhart, right?
I fucking loved Newhart from start to finish. I loved that show.
I think I watched. He did like every iteration he could come up with to put his name into the shows. Right, there was the
Yep.
Bob Newhart show, then
Newhart, there was a Bob.
then Bob. Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep.
was just a big fan of his overall.
Oh, absolutely. He was one of the funniest people ever to live. I gotta say,
Yeah.
the Newhart theme, not a great theme, and especially when you compare it to the Bob Newhart show theme, which
Right?
fucking rocked.
Yeah, it did. I think this was a Henry Mancini joint, though. This,
Oh, all right,
but still, like it.
Well,
it-
hey, respect for Henry.
but it was not. There was nothing very '80s about that theme, right?
I mean, it was just kind of. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it supposed to be classy or something?
I think so, to belie the hijinks that
Yeah,
follow in the
yeah.
classy Vermont.
Okay.
In the maybe I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for playing around with that, and we'll see you for some hair metal next time.
All right, man. Until then.